Okay, so let's talk about the recent past. In the recent past, we had a situation where things were not going your way, okay? With the sun in the reverse position, this is basically all about the ego. This is pretty much about, our sense of individuality, not wanting to cooperate, or being in a situation where it was really difficult for you to cooperate with another person. They themselves are either making it difficult, or there are just too many people with too many ideas. And it made it very difficult for all of you to head in one common direction, or at least to achieve some type of common goal or purpose. Okay. This is also a card indicative of children as well. So there might have been some difficulties in agreeing on how to raise a child rearing practices, discipline when it comes to children, or not even seeing eye to eye as to whether or not you want children with a significant other. Okay, so this is something about children, about our creativity, and about our imprint of our sense of individuality versus, collectivism. So there is some clashes between you and another, okay, and then not being able to achieve the outcome that you want, or not being able to achieve some type of common goals together. In the present situation, we have the Justice card. And the Justice card is in the reverse position. So a lot of you, this is usually indicative of some contract being broken, mainly because people are not cooperating. When it's in the reverse, it means that one side or both sides feel as if the decision is not fair. It's usually a divorce situation, separation, legal issues, and what's crossing it is the Star card. The Justice card I feel like this court case situation is dragging on, and as a result of it, you just want it to end, and you feel as if every time somebody brings up court case, you get very tired, you get very exasperated. And I feel as if the other side might be dragging their feet, and as a result of it, no one is able to move on. And it's a little bit cumbersome, it's a little bit problematic, and you just want a clean break, and you just want it done and over with so you can move on, so you don't have to think about it anymore. The foundation here is the Three of Coins. This is a card about collaboration. This is a card about work harmony. People are finally coming together, allowing their ego, letting their egos aside in order for them to come together, cooperate with one another, and to create or build something of value. This is a card about consulting other people, and it deals with negotiations as well. So something is at a standstill, and some type of negotiation is still in the works for you. What's crossing it here, or crowning the reading, is the Ace of Swords, where people are not being truthful, where they're hiding assets, they're possibly hiding the truth. So for a lot of you in a court case, negotiation, for whatever reason, I do feel there are some deceptions, there are some lies, there are people holding back information, okay? And as a result of it, I do feel that the court situation is dragging on a lot longer than it should. If you are dealing with an earth sign, so this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, in this situation, it is a little bit frustrating because you feel as if it's not fair, that they're walking away and getting their fair share of it. I also feel that it is going to work itself out to your favor. So don't be stubborn about this. Just the important thing is to let it end and then move on with your life. That's what I'm sensing. But I feel that you are so, it's like you have some very good cards coming through, and I feel as if wishes and, hopes and dreams are going to be completed for you. But I feel as if you're being stubborn about something. And, in any type of court situation, we all want a very favorable outcome. We want the people who have done wrong to be punished. But in this situation, I feel that you're wishing for something. You're wishing for a resolution, and because the court case has been dragged on for so long, or some legal dispute or something like that, or some collaborative project has been dragged on for so long, you're becoming resentful. So don't get yourself in that space, okay? Stay optimistic. and cooperate with other people. Just make sure that we all want the same things, and the most important thing is you want the situation to end so that you can move on with your life and start out with a clean slate. So just wish that everything will get wrapped up nicely. Divine intervention will take place sooner or later. It might not happen now, but it is going to come through for you. So don't be stubborn. Just, try to wrap this up, okay? In terms of the advice, we have the Seven of Cups and as the advice card. There is only one way for this situation. All the choices are being dwindled down, and you're ending up with the true choice. In terms of your external environment, we have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups indicates people in your environment getting their wishes fulfilled. At the same time, as the Nine of Cups in your external environment, this is a wish card, and it also indicates there is somebody in your environment that they might be a little bit guarded, but I do feel that they're letting their guard down. They're revealing to you whatever it is that they're revealing their feelings to you. Somebody is putting their guard down. They might have been, however guarded they were in the past, however, it might have been a turnoff for you when you don't really understand where they're coming from and they're not really speaking from their heart. I feel that this is the month in which they're coming to you, or at least approaching you with more of an open heart. So earlier when I mentioned that I felt like there was some messages of some communication and some grand gesture when it comes to people openly expressing their emotions, like this outpouring of emotion via letters, via text messages, or via some type of communication. I feel like that's what's happening here. Somebody really does want to be with you. And in the past, they might have been in your work environment. And now that the work situation is coming to an end, they feel like maybe they can approach you. And I feel like that's what's happening. So keep yourself very optimistic and, try to let the person in, okay? If they've been guarded in the past, it's because of the work environment. There might have been too many people and they felt like it wasn't appropriate for them to show their feelings in a work setting. So now that the work project and legal issues are coming to an end, they feel like it's safe to approach you. I feel like that's what's happening, and you're going to get the exact person that you want. So if you've been pining after somebody, and I feel for a lot of you, it might be an earth sign. So, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, I feel like that's what's happening. They have gone off on their own in order to secure some wealth for themselves, in order to, have a stable foundation. And I do feel they're coming back. That's what's happening here. In terms of hopes and fears, this is the unveiling process. This is about, opening up presence. This is also about truths being revealed to you, seeing somebody in their true light. And I feel that it is a really positive card, okay? It's just about revelation. When it's in the upright position, I do feel that there is somebody coming to you and you're seeing them in a brand new light, and they're giving you information, and they're being completely honest and truthful, by the way. But I feel like you're seeing a side of them that you didn't expect. And it's refreshing, but it's kind of catching you off guard. In terms of the advice, we do have the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins is, this is once again an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. And this is somebody that is coming through for you. And I do feel as well that this is somebody that you are interested in, or is somebody who has interest in you. If this is somebody that you're interested in, they are already intrigued by you. You don't have to, show off or anything like that. You don't have to be boastful in order to get them to notice you. They have already noticed you. So it is really important for you to be honest and sincere. Okay. What I'm sensing is this, the magician is somebody who is quite flashy, quite manipulative in this card, and they like to distort the truth. They'd also like to brag. So when it's in the reverse, it has a very negative connotation. And the way I'm looking at this is you don't have to do very much. Just be your authentic self, and the other person will, they already like you. And they might be turned off if you exhibit these qualities, okay? It might be a little bit of a turn off for them. So that's just something I want you to be careful about. I also want to say that if it's a love relationship, new love relationship, somebody that is coming through and you want to date them, be very, very decisive as to what you want, because I feel as if they're a little bit picky and they're a little bit skeptical. So, for example, if you tell them, oh, I'm looking for short-term romance, for example, when you really want a relationship, it's just not going to go well. So be very decisive, honest about what it is that you want, and then be upfront about that when you talk to them, okay? The other thing I'm sensing is for a lot of you, when it comes to a work situation, you might be at an end, of a negotiation cycle, and you're negotiating salary, or you're at negotiating some type of settlement. The financial situation, the financial gift is going to come through for you. I do feel it is going to be delayed a little bit. So there is additional paperwork involved, okay? So I feel that you're getting your wish. You're getting whatever the amount it is that you're hoping for. You're going to get it. But I do sense that don't celebrate this victory, mainly because there's some other paperwork, some other entanglements that needs to be addressed first before the money will actually land in your hands. So I do feel that it is going to take some time, and you want to, just make sure you don't celebrate it too early, okay? At the same time, what I'm feeling is usually when it comes to settlements, okay? When it comes to court issues where there is a contract and when there is a settlement, I want to say that that is very, very karmic money. And whenever I see people, and I see this a lot, where, money comes out of the blue, it seems as if money is coming out of the blue. But if you think about it on an energetic level, that money has to come from somewhere. And when it happens, it is meant to be diverted in the way that can generate more wealth, or it has to be spent very wisely, okay? It's basically a gift from the universe. And when it comes to settlement, it's one of the purest gifts. And you want to just don't waste it. Don't be extravagant with the way that you spend it, because I do feel that it is going to be this nest egg for you to cushion you. It's like money that is going to help you one rainy day when you're kind of down and out. You might need that money. So I want you to swirl it away. If this is the situation you find yourself in, try to, hold on to it. Don't spend it. And additionally, I do feel it is going to come through for you, but it is going to take a little bit more time than you initially hoped for, okay? So just be careful about that. If you are looking for new jobs, I feel new jobs, opportunities, offers as well, it's going to come through. If you are going through interviews for the next 2 weeks, I just want you to be very truthful and honest, and, avoid dressing or hyping up things or being too flashy is what I'm sensing, because in that context, it might not be very well received with your potential employers, okay? It is really important for us to talk, or, hype up all of our accomplishments and all the jobs that we've done. But I feel that you might need to tone down a little bit, because it could be a little bit more hurtful during the job interview process. So try to be humble, try to be there, and, emphasize the fact that you're there to learn, and you're there to refine your knowledge base. And I feel that doing that would allow you to be looked upon in a very favorable light. I feel that the people that are potentially interviewing you are water signs or earth signs. Water signs or earth signs. And water signs and earth signs are looking for people who are humble, down to earth, easy to relate to, because they do want you not just for your skills as a worker, but also as your ability to work alongside the people that they've already hired. So they want people to get along. They want a harmonious, cooperative, collaborative work environment. So I do feel they want somebody who is a little bit humble, down to earth, easy to approach, and easy to befriend, okay? So you don't have to go out of your way to please them, because I know that deep down you are very, very sociable and you make people feel very comfortable. So in the job interviews, just be careful about that.